The Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services is launching a national campaign against the spread of misinformation and disinformation, which have the potential to cause public harm and discord. The campaign is seen as a timely step to mitigate the spread of misinformation amid a trend of false narratives and disinformation, particularly flooding social media platforms. The week-long campaign, set to kick off next week, targets the population across 7 regions as authorities move to engage the citizenry. Nene Magdol-Gay, the chairperson of the newly established Access to Information Commission, underscored the impacts of misinformation to peace and national unity.
If we were to list the consequences of misinformation and disinformation, it would take a chunk of our time today. Some of the harmful effects include divisions in our societies, instability, confusion, distortion in public discourse, and the two can harm individuals. It can even endanger lives. They affect every part of our lives, from personal to our political systems.
The media, also known as the Fourth Estate, play a critical role towards a well-informed society, making them important stakeholders in such campaigns. Officials will also deliberate with media practitioners and fact-checkers. Through a special training package, journalists will be equipped with skills, knowledge and tools essential in fostering a more informed citizenry. Sharif Saidi Khan, the Vice President of the Gambia Press Union, commended the Information Ministry for its foresight, attributing the campaign to the broader ambition of the GPU.
This initiative comes at a time when the growing menace of information disorder is gradually undermining trust in the Gambian media and the country's fledgling democracy. Since 2021, the GPU and its subsidiary training arm, Majat, have been involved in several fact-checking training for over 100 journalists in partnership with UNESCO, IOM, and some of the leading fact-checking organizations on the continent like Africa Checked and Dubai.
One of the outcomes of the campaign is a code of practice guiding the fight against misinformation and disinformation. In partnership with the Information Ministry, Wave Gambia, a leading mobile network in the country, is sponsoring this initiative. Seynabou Sarr, the General Manager of Wave Gambia, described the campaign as a crucial opportunity for Wave to give back to the Gambian people.
We are proud to be the implementing partner in this significant initiative led by the Department of Information on behalf of the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services. The nationwide program offers a tremendous opportunity to improve the dissemination of fact-based information and knowledge for companies like ours, which are committed to advancing financial inclusion. This initiative is a chance to contribute meaningfully.
In a historic development, President Adama Barrow signed the Access to Information Act into law in 2021, unveiling a legal instrument that guarantees every citizen right to request and access information from public offices. This law is aimed at breaking communication barriers between the government and the public to promote transparency and accountability. Amidst implementation of this law, the Ministry of Information is expanding efforts to empower the populace via awareness-raising programs on their right to access credible information from government and the media.
The emergence of technologies such as artificial intelligence has added a new layer of complexity to the challenge of combating the spread of false information. These technologies can be used to create highly realistic but entirely fabricated content, making it increasingly difficult for individuals and organizations to distinguish between truth and falsehood. Given these challenges, it is critical that policymakers, legislators, and people in all walks of life are equipped with the necessary tools and knowledge to address artificially generated disinformation and misinformation, the sources of such information, and the threats that these technologies carry when in the wrong hands.
The week-long campaign seeks to robustly counter misinformation and disinformation with a scheduled kick-off from the 31st of this month to the 6th of February. The ministry will engage the citizenry through community outreach, radio talk shows, press conference, and town halls across all regions and social media observatories to flag and counter misinformation and disinformation across the country. Mahmoud Lamin Choi, Jarvis News.